Sex in the City. Samantha is back, but it's not Sex in the City. We're talking about the spinoff and Just Like That, which is a name that I just have the hardest time remembering. I don't know who feels me on this, but Kim Cattrall, she had publicly announced in 2016 that she was not playing Samantha. There's been all this beef that Orko's going to get into it. We're both fans of the Sex in the City show, but Samantha's coming back, okay, for the new season. And this is groundbreaking because she put out, she let everyone know her and Jessica Parker, right? They are just duking it out. They hate each other, and she's not going to ever come back and do anything related to the movies. She hates the movies, all the things. But now she's coming back. So what's going on?
Preface again, I'm a huge Sex and the City fan. I've literally, I'm not even exaggerating. I probably literally have gone through that series from front to back at least like 15 to 20 times. Like I've seen that show so much. It's like, it's a good show. I like that show a lot. The reboot is a little hard to kind of get through. So I know a lot of people, kind of checked out because it was very different. They took weird turns with all of the characters and their personality.
The new show, and I don't say this kind of thing often, it's really rough. It's like, I feel bad for myself that I've been watching it, to be honest.
There's definitely good moments, and there were some episodes that were fine. It's just the way that they kind of started writing the characters.
Yes, but anyway.
I don't have any problems with the new characters that were on it. They were all fine. It was just more of just the personalities of the main characters were all weird.
Right. So let's go back.
But it ended with, so we're back on Kim Cattrall. So in the last episode, spoiler alert, she kind of popped up as far as a character, just being like in a text message, which was weird even at the time because Kim Cattrall does all these interviews and stuff and she's just over it. She doesn't want anything to do with them. So now she is going to be in the finale of season 2. Before it was a text message, and now she's going to be on a phone call because now she lives in London, and so she's going to have some kind of phone call. So I saw right away on Kim Cattrall's Instagram that the fans were just all excited because like they think that she's coming back. It's just like the end of an episode, she's doing like a scene. But the best part about the whole thing is she didn't even see like Sarah Jessica Parker or anybody from like the show. She went and filmed her scene. It was like on a little side thing. She got in, she got out.
And I'll throw in just real quick. So on the legal side, when we have specifications, right? Like writers that we write for musicians, it's when I show up to do my thing, it's separate from the contract, but we have a new contract. This is the water I need to drink. This is the alcohol that I need. This is the food. This is the team. This is the privacy. So I would be very surprised if she didn't have something exactly like that spelling out, because the relationship is just so deteriorated, so that, she didn't want to run into any of these people. But, they obviously convinced her. I don't know if it was the money, right? A great opportunity, but they did convince her to come back and do this.
She's always said that, that character means so much to her, which is why she didn't want to come back, which is why she didn't want to do the third movie, which kind of sparked, Sarah Jessica Parker's more vocal expression of her, not being into Kim. But like, there's always been this kind of thing, over, money, about kind of like equal pay, about kind of respect. But Kim Cattrall didn't like the way that they were doing Samantha's characters in the movies at all, which, to be honest, I mean, those movies were kind of, for me, I wasn't a fan of those movies. I've watched them a bunch of times, and I'm just keeping it real as a fan. I wish they would have just done one more final season and just, that was it, because the show as itself was just right on the money. So it was just surprising at all when I read the headlines that she was even going to be a part of it. But when I saw how it was, I was like, okay, so they got her price right. She's gonna do something for the fans. Maybe it's because she's everywhere she goes. I'm sure that she is getting asked about, hey, are you going to go back to the show? So.
But when it comes to conflicts between actors, right? Let's talk about that for a sec. That's very common, and the trouble can happen when you have main actors in, let's say, a TV show who suddenly hate each other, right? But now you're on a hit TV show, so neither of them are probably going to leave, and they have to work together.
Yeah.
And it can create, obviously ongoing tension. It can be difficult. We even know, sometimes actors then get into relationships and then break up.
Yeah.
Right? We know in Dexter that was the case. I think they got married, they got divorced, and now they're acting across each other now for like years. To button this up, when it comes to basically the legal side and how we navigate these situations, we contract for it. And in this case, we think that for Samantha to come back on the show and to make an appearance. There was likely some very heavy contractual, covenants in place to say these certain people will not be there. If they are, this is what's going to happen. And whatever those terms were, she agreed to them.